I'm making some food right now. I went to HEB. I feel like a Texan. This is my first time cooking on my stove. Bro, y'all are seeing it right now. I'm just doing daring teriyaki chicken. This is plant-based chicken. It's the best plant-based chicken I've ever had. Some salad from HEB. These are only $5. Perfect for traveling. And then I have some bread. And only at HEB have I found honey butter, which I just think is so cool. It is the exact same trip I just did where I go to Utah, White Plains, and Orlando, but I figured it'd be kind of cool. Sometimes you wind up doing the same trip as a flight attendant, and I thought it'd be cool to show y'all how I change up this trip and make it a little bit interesting, despite having just went to all these places less than a week ago. I commute from Austin to LA. I live in Austin, but I'm based in Los Angeles right now. Austin is feeling so good. I just moved here from LA. So I'm commute tonight. My report time is 4:45 a.m. so I'm trying to eat. Also probably pack some food. I only have like an hour. I just picked up my pants from the dry cleaner. There's so much that goes into being a flight attendant before you go on a trip. And I'm going to the Apple store on this trip because there's one right across the street from the hotel. The chicken is done. Literally just medium heat for 5 minutes. And it makes you beautiful teriyaki chicken that you can put on something like a salad. So I'm just taking my $5 salad, some delicious daring chicken. The rest can go in my lunchbox. So good. My Mac is backing up right now. I'm gonna show y'all how I make my fruit bowl. This is actually such an idea from Balanced Flyer if you watch her videos, but I put honey all around the bowl. The bowl is even from where she gets the bowl from, Creation in Los Angeles. If you bring the container back, they will give you, I think like $1 off or something. Some blueberries here. I'm gonna be gone for like 4 days. They're not gonna go totally bad, but I almost wish I could bring even more. I wish I had another bowl. I know I'm gonna be hungry on this trip. You know, I just know how this trip goes. Whereas usually you start work in this job and you have no idea what day you're gonna be hungry, what day you're not gonna have time. Everything is all over the place. But when you do the same trip over and over and over again, you know. Do pomegranate seeds as well. That was one of the coolest things about being based in LA. There was a point where I did it 3 times, I think in a row. I worked the same trip, the same position, the same plane, at this like same time, same hotel, same everything. And that is so rare in this industry. And especially at my airline, like you can diversify your job as much as you want. But it felt like in LA, I worked for a private airline. It feels like that a little bit, or at least at that point, it really felt like that. And that was kind of cool because that's something I never got to do, never got to try. I got to have a totally different experience where it really felt like, okay, I can really practice and know the role because literally nothing's changing. The only thing that's changing is the day. Versus when you start this job, every single time you come in, like I was able to plan my commute. I was able, you know what I mean? In ways that you can't when you literally never commute at that time, right? If every single time the time you have to be at work changes, you're gonna have a different commute every single time, which can be really hard to manage. And so this was an opportunity for me to be like, okay, it's literally the same time every single day. I had to be there at like 11:59 at night. And it was just cool. I really wish when I was at Alfred, I went to Alfred today downtown, and I really wish that I had gotten, look at this fruit bowl. People literally ask me, customers and crew will be like, where did you get this? I made it at home. Ooh, I forgot the bee pop. It's an easy breakfast, and I can have it any day. I can have it tomorrow at 4 a.m. if I want when we get in, because I literally fly out at, it'll probably be 6 a.m. at that point. So I can do it then, I can do it on the next day when we probably don't have time to get food. I can have it whenever. Sprinkle the bee pollen on top. This is just local bee pollen from like a Whole Foods, or actually it's from Florida, so it's probably from a Publix or something. Bee pollen is just incredible for immunity. And what I do when I get to the airport is I just ask one of the workers for a little cup of milk. one of those teeny tiny cups. And they usually just give it to me. By the way, I have to say that daring plant-based chicken in LA would have costed me like $8. That was only $5 at H-E-B. So rare to find like healthier stuff, or like not healthy, but plant-based stuff for affordable prices. And that's still kind of high price, to be honest. It's just a few pieces of chicken. You could probably get real chicken that you make at home for like way, way less than that. Right now, I'm gonna take a shower and get ready to pack and leave to head to the airport. I'm tired, y'all. I really don't want to go today. I want to go on the trip. I just don't want to leave tonight to commute, to sit in the airport, to wait all night overnight. Yeah. Look who's in Utah. Today I shared a quote with our customers and I couldn't find the full quote, to be completely honest. Always believe that wonderful things are about to happen. If you really live your life thinking, man, something wonderful might happen, wish them a wonderful day in Utah. This is my avocado toast that I made. So basically I just have 3 layers of toast with the honey butter from H-E-B, avocados on top. I'm gonna put some pepper on top. And then I just went to the marketplace. The hotel we stay at has an incredible marketplace. Doesn't that look heavenly? Heavenly. When I work hours like this, I need something a little sweet, you know? So I guess this trip is already a little bit different. Have food, and number 2, I have errands. So I really already am vibing with my number 4. I'm the lead on this trip. I was the lead last time, so that hasn't changed, which I'm grateful for because we get more money to fly lead, and right now, having just moved, I need it. But I also like being lead in general. My laptop almost just fell. I like being lead because it's an opportunity to grow, to be a better human being, to manage situations, to have your crew's back, to educate. Last time I did this trip, I was exhausted because I had to commute in. Ooh, gosh, I just put way too much salt. Gosh, it's like the salt is the only thing coming out here. What about the pepper? Come at like 4 p.m. So I sat in LAX for so long that I was exhausted, and I made sleep my priority and missed a lot of the layover. Like, this layover is already starting off really good in that I'm eating, I'm not tired. I'm a little bit tired because I didn't sleep exactly. My Apple appointment is at 12:45. 4, who I'm vibing with, is gonna come with me, which I haven't had someone join me for. I almost got nervous when she said, like, I'm coming with you. Because I was like, did I invite you on my layover activity? People are responding saying they want to buy my stuff that's in storage, which is amazing. So people are trying to negotiate with me, all that. So I have all that going on, still in the process of moving. I'm backing up my laptop right now for my Apple appointment. They say I should update it too. So I have like 3 hours. Hopefully I can work through all this stuff that they say you should do. I also have some Instagram posts that I want to do, TikTok, so I have a lot to do. It's going to be a productive layover. The official spring layover. So nice.
Perfect weather.
Perfect weather. It's not even like 70, but it's so warm.
Yeah, it's in the 60s, but the sun's out and the clouds, they have beautiful clouds. They're really scattered.
Yeah, you can look into that too. Because they made need salt out too badly. I'm back. It is the most beautiful day in Salt Lake City right now. I am so shocked that it is so nice out. It's making me want to move back, no lie. This weather, like that was fun. Went to Lush, we went to the Apple store. Y'all, the Apple store wants to charge me $249 to replace my battery. They will replace the touch bar and the keypad, which I do need, but I do not have $250 to drop. I'm thinking I'm gonna wait because I'm being completely honest, I'm being a little transparent with moving cost and all the other costs associated with this moment. $250 to drop on this is not in my budget. So I'm thinking I'm gonna wait. I wanna take the tracks over to a burger spot. I want it to be like a real Utah burger spot. Like I went to Dairy King in Heber City, Utah, and I loved that. That was so fun. So I'm thinking, and I went with a friend, I'm thinking I just want to go to like a place like that that's like a burger place that is very Utah, where I know the burger will be made in that Utah style, very chill. I'm not looking for a professional, I'm just looking for a cheap, chill fries burger kind of situation. But also one where I can sit outside and where I can take the train, because I want to take the train in Utah so bad. I've been trying to spend these layovers, specifically this one because it's 21 hours editing, but what I found is, how can I not enjoy this day? I don't think that we have Utah layovers in New York right now. So I think this could be my last one for a minute. And so I really want to go outside and enjoy it. I just changed into this because y'all, it is so warm out there. Like I've been saying, it's making me want to move back. I'm so grateful I moved to Texas because I like chill states. Utah, Texas. These are just places that I like a little bit more. California is cool, but first off, LA is not cool to live in to me from the LA I saw, and I think y'all know I lived in West Hollywood, so. And then Northern California is cool, but I don't know, feels like a New York to me, maybe one day. But for right now in my 20s, I am loving these states. I want to lay over more in Utah. And it's crazy because some part of me wishes that I didn't rush leaving here. I think things would have been a lot better for me financially, and I would be in a better place. I'd have a car, but I don't know if I would have been okay dealing with another winter here. Winter in Utah is brutal. Like things and people die. Like just talking with someone about the homeless population, she said that there was, behind the Capitol here, building here, there is a just tents and tents of homeless people, she says, with generators. And I was telling Nanette, like, because in Utah it's so cold, if you don't, there's no way, it's unsurvivable to a point. The cold here at night, alone, outside. I've seen it when I lived here, just how many homeless people are sitting outside, and it just makes you feel really quite awful. But then you realize this place, I don't know what the market's looking like now, but Utah got so expensive. Austin's another place that's getting so expensive, has gotten so expensive. And I think across America, we're seeing these rental properties be vacant. I'm not sure if it's happening all across the country, but I just heard about it in Florida. Austin, I know it's happening because I just moved there. And then Utah, I think at the same time I've heard from flight attendants that are based in Utah, this is probably like a year ago though, that all of this is gonna go down in terms of this cost, because it's just like the people grew up here, and the idea that they need to pay $1,500 for a studio, which is base, I was paying 13 something with utilities. It basically was $1,500 a month. And in Salt Lake City, are you joking? I was downtown, but I was on the outskirts of downtown in kind of like an up and coming neighborhood. But for a neighborhood that's not fully developed, to be charging $1,500 for a studio is crazy. And I think people across the country can't afford to live in their hometowns anymore. And it's not like they've moved, they just grew up and they can't afford now to live here and they're homeless. And it's quite awful. It sucks, but I'm grateful I learned so much about the country and can share that with you. I think we're gonna see a real decline in rent. I think a friend, or the guy that I was talking about in Florida, the Uber driver, he was saying I think he saw for the first time his friend's rent went down $100 or so, which you never hear of that, right? Because they know these units are not worth what they're charging. And these incredible boom cities like Austin have now started to see a decline in people because there's no reason to pay XXX amount, especially in certain cities. I think I'm doing the bandana again today. It's a cute day for a bandana, y'all. It's a really cute day. Turn this off. Mountains. Oh my God. So happy, bro. Okay, so in Utah right now, in Midvale, I think that's where I am. Fry sauce. If you have never been to Utah, you probably have never had fry sauce. It is basically a sauce for fries. Like, and it's just, this is what it looks like. I don't know how to describe it. A mayo kind of feel, a chipotle mayo kind of deal would be the best way that I could describe it to you if you've never had it. Because it's not really like ketchup, it's not really like anything else. The fry looks interesting. Bro, I'm moving back. I'm moving back to Utah. Austin, I love you, but it's a wrap. Authentic Utah burger that I was looking for. Look at that. That's good. So nice. Oh man, it's dripping. Gotta get one for my airline in there. I didn't have time to film my workout because I literally have less than 50 minutes to shower, shave, and get downstairs. Like, early this morning. I don't know what's going on. I worked out. It's like 6 a.m. I am in White Plains right now. I didn't even share anything because I was just editing TikToks, Instagram, like doing a ton of that.
And then I just slept for like 6 hours, and I woke up at like midnight, and then I've been up since then, and it's 6 a.m. right now, so just editing. And yeah, we have 3 flights today. I think we go from here to Palm Beach to Newark, and then we go to Orlando at the Yeah, it's on the 0.5 times. Last day of the trip. Best crew ever. My lift is here, it says. All right, I'm in the elevator. Look at that. Good time. 1 flight to LA, and then I commute to Austin. Hey, good morning. Your boy made it home. I'm so happy. I left my fan on for 4 days though, so that's really great. I just broke the tripod that I used to film. I just got a text from my crew member actually. Basically at my company, we have this thing that we call lifts. You can basically write someone a letter, or not a letter, but a compliment, right? Another crew member for something they've done. And I wrote compliments for my entire crew. That's what I didn't get to tell y'all. I had so much fun with this crew. I'm very big on who I invite into my life, big on energy, and I'm very big on who I choose to spend my time with. Being in the same role doesn't mean that everybody who's in that role is going to be on your level, and I'm not saying like I'm in a level above people, some people are below me. I'm saying like on my level, like in terms of how I think about life, or how, you know, doing other things outside of flying, or you know, the values that I have, right? Like not everybody's gonna be there, and that's fine, right? Sometimes it's positive in a different way, and doesn't mean that you're positive, like we're just not aligned, right? And so right now I'm in this place where I was talking with another crew member actually on this trip, just about being more authentic. That means saying when you don't like something. That means being the real you all the time. That means changing and evolving, and it's okay, she was saying, if you change. Like sometimes I feel like because people know me, we were talking about social media a little bit, sometimes I feel like because people know me, they've known me for sometimes, I mean, I've been doing Instagram since I was in middle school, so there are people that have been following me since then. There are people that have been following me since college, and you feel a little stuck in the mold because you have to, because it would be so drastic if you switched up. But she was like, people are just scared to change, right? People are scared to leave their hometown. People are scared to travel. She was saying, if I went back to my hometown, I'm gonna meet somebody who married somebody in high school, stayed there in that hometown forever, and works a desk job, right? Doesn't mean, like just because other people are scared to evolve, or just because other people are scared to change or don't want to change. Some people want their life the way it is and they don't change, and that's cool. But if you're unhappy, it's great to change. And I think that this trip was one that reminded me of the power of who I am. She said, you are special, and you have a very special gift of setting the tone for the flight. She said, even though the entire crew was complimented, and she did, you know, people did, of course, when I'm talking on the PA the whole flight, like I do the announcements, when you're the number one, you do everything. So people did have compliments for me specifically, but I kept telling the crew, no, they're talking about all of us, because it's really hard, I noticed, to be the one positive flight attendant. You need an entire crew of people that are on board to support each other, which is what I always say in my briefings, with the crew too. And that would not have happened without your leadership. And that means so much to me, because every single time I go to work and I fly the one position, even if I don't fly the lead position, I am constantly thinking about how can I be a better leader. And I've recently learned that you don't need to be the one to be a leader, right? Every flight attendant, no matter what airline you're at, no matter what position you are, has a responsibility to lead on board that aircraft. Trip renewed so much for me, and I'm so grateful that I was on this trip. And this was my very last trip as a Los Angeles flight attendant. So you'll have to see what base I'm going to next. I will see y'all in the next one. I love you.